Yep, I'm on a 71st. Let's go back to Jackson Ice.
This is 67th Avenue.
Broadway for the 08 November.
Oh, wait, November, Broadway does a copy, and that's what I Queensboro.
63rd
Copy.
Drive, Rego Park.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is 63rd Drive, Rego Park.
Transfer.
Of course you did. Alright, key out the doors. Proceed to whatever
This
my...
is a Manhattan-bound
You key out the doors,
local
open
train.
your...
The next stop is Woodhaven
Yeah,
Boulevard.
key out the doors and then proceed to whatever by no one
Stand
15
clear
will be a
of the
strike.
closing doors, please.
This is Woodhaven Boulevard. Transfer to the Q52 and Q53 select bus services.
Queensboro Plaza for the 08 then.
Oh wait, Queensboro Plaza, that's a copy. Your next call will be your next stop, Lexington Avenue, 59th Street.
59.
2016 Nancy to Stillwell from Astoria, radio check.
Radio check loud and clear. You have line about Astoria Dip March. Your next call will be Broadway.
Copy, Broadway.
Woodhaven has a copy. You may proceed. No, you may resume normal speed. Call me back at Jackson
Next
Heights.
stop is Grand Avenue, Newtown.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Queens Plaza, 2000 Romeo.
Queens Plaza does a copy punch for Broadway. I'm gonna hold you as there's an 08 at
This
Nancy
is
crossing in front of you, Lex
Grand
59.
Avenue, Newtown.
Copy.
Transfer to the Q53 select bus service. This
Right
is
in Newtown.
For the 08.
local train. The
You
next
get drug
stop is
tested, please.
Elmhurst
10
Avenue.
Romeo. Proceed to Elmhurst, no more than
Clear of the
15.
closing
That'll be
doors,
another
please.
strike. Oh wait, Nancy, Lex 59, there's a copy. Your next call back is 57th Street, 7th Avenue. 2000 Romeo, Queens Plaza. Your next call will be Lex 59. Radio
Copy.
check loud and clear, 22. 21 Romeo, if you're not already left the layup, you can leave the layup. Coming back at Forest Hills, doors open.
16 inches calling back at Broadway.
Broadway does a copy, and that's coming at Queensboro.
Copy Queensboro.
21 Romeo, if you're not heard me, you can leave the layup. Coming back at Forest Hills, doors open. Alright, you made the part Forest Hills, your next callback is Jackson Heights. Actually, no. Your next callback will be Woodhaven Boulevard, 21 Romeo.
This is Elmhurst Avenue.
Wait, my two
Hartran 96th Street.
Yep, I got a 96. Your next callback is Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street.
Let's
08 Nancy, Midtown. That is a copy. Your next callback is Times Square. Push for local lineup.
Times Square.
This is a Manhattan-bound R local train. The next stop is Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Elmhurst has a copy. Maybe see normal speed. Don't overshoot again, please. Your next callback is your next stop, Jackson Heights.
This is
24 Nancy made a part.
Roosevelt Avenue.
Denmark's Boulevard. Your next callback will be Broadway.
To the 7, E, and F trains.
Transfer to the Q47 and LaGuardia Link Q70 Select Bus Service to LaGuardia Airport.
Transfer to the Q53 Select Bus Service.
2000 Romeo, like 5-9.
Lex 59 has a copy. Wait, do you arrive at Midtown 57th Street on the local track or express track?
Not sure.
Can you check real quick?
Stand by.
This is a Manhattan-bound.
Jackson Heights has a copy. Your next callback will be Queens Plaza.
The next stop is
Times Square for the 08 Nancy.
Stand clear of the closing doors,
Times
please.
Square has a copy. Your next callback will be 14th Street Union Square.
Union.
Express track, right? You're on the express track?
I believe so.
Alright, next callback will be 5th Avenue, 59th Street, next stop.
Copy.
$16 inches calling back at Queensboro Plaza.
Queensboro Plaza does a copy. Your next callback is Lexington Avenue, 59th Street, next stop.
10459.
This is 65th Street. This is a Manhattan-bound R local train. The next stop is Northern Boulevard.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Fifth Avenue, 2000 Romeo.
Fifth Avenue, there's a copy of line onto A3. Your next collect would be your next stop, Midtown 57th Street.
Copy.
Would even as a copy, your next collect would be Jackson Heights.
2022 Quincy, Lex 63rd.
Lex 63rd has a copy, punch for Broadway, and I gotta hold you as there is a R train crossing in front of you, the express track.
Let's copy.
Boulevard.
This is a Manhattan-bound R local train. The next stop is 46th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
.30 Quincy, 96 is still a radio check.
Radio check 5x5.
Copy.
Lex 59, 16 Nancy.
This is
Lex 59, that is a copy. Your next collect would be 57th Street, 7th Avenue.
Copy Midtown.
Midtown for the 2000 Romeo. A3.
Midtown has a copy. Your next collect would be your next stop, Times Square.
Copy.
22 Quincy, you can depart Lex Avenue 30. Your next collect would be your next stop, Midtown
This is a
57th Street.
Manhattan-bound
It's
R
7th Street.
local train.
Broadway, there's a
The
copy. Your next
stop
collect would be
is
Queensboro,
Steinway Street.
24 Nancy.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Union Square, 08 Nancy.
Union Square 08, there's a copy. Your next collect would be Prince Street.
Copy.
This is a Manhattan-bound R local train. The next stop is 36th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
330 Quincy, requesting line about 96 2nd Avenue.
Yeah, line by 96. Your next collect would be Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street.
Dropped for lack.
Town Square, 2000 Romeo.
Times Square, there's a copy. You have express line. Your next collect would be 14th Street, Union Square.
Copy.
'57th Street, 2022 Quincy.
22 Quincy, there's a copy. Your next collect would be Times Square.
Copy Times Square.
Radio check 2030. Clemson. Is this still
36 Quincy, radio check 5x5, loud and clear.
Oh, yeah, push me back.
This is 36th Street.
16 Nancy, Midtown 57.
Midtown 57 as a copy. Punch for local. Your next callback is Times Square.
Copy 40 seconds.
This is a
Jackson Heights as a copy. Your
R
next callback will be
local
Queens Plaza.
train. The next stop is Queens Plaza.
Stand clear of the closing doors,
Prince Street,
please.
08 Nancy.
Prince Street as a copy. Punch for Whitehall. Your next callback will be Canal Street Upper.
Canal.
Times Square for the 2022 Quincy.
This is
Times Square does a copy, and that's going to be your next stop, Herald Square.
34th Street.
Canal 4008 Nancy.
Canal does a copy. Your next callback will be Whitehall Street.
Whitehall.
This is a Manhattan-bound R.
Queens Plaza does a
The
copy.
next stop
Punch
is
for
Lexington
Broadway Line. Your next
Avenue,
callback will be
59th
Lexington
Street.
59th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Second Street Times Square for the 16 Nancy.
42nd Street Times Square does a copy. Your next callback will be 14th Street Union Square. Punch for local lineup.
10-4.
34th Street, 2024. To Quincy.
34th Street does a copy. I'm going to hold you to the 2000 Roman gets to 14 Union Square.
That's
2000
copy.
Romeo, Union Square.
2000 Romeo Union Square does a copy. Your next callback will be Canal Street Upper Level. Yeah, Whitehall lineup.
Copy.
'22 Quincy, you can go to 14th Street Union Square. Your next callback will be 14th Street Union
14.
Square. Queensboro Plaza does a copy. I'm gonna hold you until the 10 Roman gets to Lex 59.
Or 30 Quincy, Lex 63rd.
Lexington Avenue, 59th.
Lex 63rd does a copy. Yep, Express lineup. Your next callback will be 57th Street, 7th Avenue.
And
87 and 7th.
trains.
A free transfer is available to the F and Q trains by walking to the Lexington Avenue 63rd Street station and using your Metro card.
Lex 59 does a copy. Your next callback will be 5th Avenue, 59th Street.
14th Street, Union Square, 2022 Quincy.
14th Street, Union Square is a copy. You have Bridgeline. Your next callback will be Canal Street, lower level.
Canal lower.
'24 Nancy, you made it Park Queensboro Plaza. Your next callback will be your next stop, Lex Avenue, 59th Street.
Quincy, what's my next callback?
'36 Quincy, you made it Part 96. Your next callback will be Lex Avenue, 63rd Street.
Thank you.
This is 5th
2000
Avenue,
Romeo, Canal, upper
59th
level.
Street.
Canal Upper does a copy. Your next callback will be Rector Street.
Copy.
This is a Brooklyn-bound
Whitehall,
local train.
08 Whitehall does a copy. Maybe go over Brooklyn Tower for instructions. Take you guys the rest of your trip.
And clear of the closed
2000
doors,
Romeo, your new
please.
callback is Whitehall Street.
Copy.
5th Avenue, 59th Street has a copy. I'm gonna hold you as there is a 30 Quincy crossing in front of you on the express track.
Quincy, 57 and 7th.
57 and 7 does a copy. Your next callback would be Times Square.
Times Square, 42nd.
10 Romeo Messenger in like 20 seconds.
'16 Nancy's calling back at 14th Street, Union Square.
14th Street Union Square does a copy. Your next callback would be Prince Street.
Copy, Prince.
Alright, 10 Romeo, you have line up onto the express track A3. Your next callback would be your next stop, Midtown 57th Street.
Canal Street.
Canal Street has a copy. You can go over Brooklyn Tower for instructions. Take you the rest of your trip.
This is 57th Street, 7th Avenue. Transfer is available to the Q trains.
'23 Quincy, Times Square, 42nd Street.
Times Square does a copy. You have express line. Your next callback would be 14th Street Union Square.
This is a
Copy, Union.
Brooklyn-bound R.
57th Street, 7th Avenue, track A3 does a copy. You have express line. Your next callback would be your next stop, Times Square.
Street.
59th Street, Lexington for the 24 Nancy does a copy. Your next callback will be 57th Street, 7th Avenue.
Lex 63rd for the 36 Quincy.
Lex 53rd, that is a copy. Lex 53rd, that's a copy. Punch for Broadway, your next call could be 57th Street, 7th Avenue. Queens Plaza does a copy. Punch for Broadway line, your next callback could be your next stop, 59th Street, Lexington.
16 Nancy is calling back at Prince.
Prince Street does a copy. Your next callback will be Canal Street, Upper.
Copy Canal.
This is Times Square, 42nd Street. Transfer is available to the 1, 2, 3, 7, A, C, E, N, and Q trains. Transfer is available to the shuttle to Grand Central. Connection is available to the Port Authority bus terminal.
Times Square does a copy of Express Line, your next callback could be 34th Street, Herald Square.
Local train. The next stop is 34th Street, Herald Square.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Canal Upper for the
2016.
Whitehall Street for the 2000 does a copy. You can go to Brooklyn Tower for instructions. Thank you guys for the rest of your trip.
Copy.
Canal Street for the 16 does a copy. Your next callback will be Whitehall Street.
Copy Whitehall.
'57 and 7 because it's 36 points.
This is
57 and 7 does a
34th
copy. I'm gonna hold you
Herald
as there's
Square.
traffic in front of you.
Transfer is available to
Actually,
B,
hold on.
D,
No.
F, M, N,
All right. You can proceed to
M,
Times Square.
Q
My fault.
Trains.
Transfer is available to the M34 Select Bus Service.
Connection is available to the PATH trains. This is a
Times Square has a
Broadway
copy.
R local train.
I'm gonna hold
The
you
next
as
stop
there is a 30 Quincy going to
13th
Union Square.
Street, Union Square.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Quincy, 14th Street, Union Square.
Union Square does a copy. You have Bridge Line. Your next callback will be Whitehall Street. Oh wait, not Whitehall. I am blah blah blah.
Whitehall?
Canal lower level.
Canal lower level.
My brain is off today. Romeo, 10 Romeo, you can proceed to Union Square.
Copy.
57th Street, 7th, that is a copy. Your next call would be Times Square, 24 Nancy.
Times Square for the 36 Quincy.
Times Square for the 36 Quincy, that is a copy. Your next call would be Herald Square, next stop, Punch for Expresso. X59, that is a copy. Your next callback will be 57th Street, 7th Avenue.
This is 14th Street, Union Square. Transfer is available to the 4, 5, 6, L, N, and Q trains.
Union Square.
This is
Union Square does a copy. You have Whitehall on. Your next call back would be Canal Street,
the
upper
next
level.
stop is Canal Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Nancy's calling back at Whitehall.
Whitehall does a copy. You can go to Brooklyn Tower for further instructions. Thank you. It's the rest of your trip.
Thank you, you too.
36 Quincy, 34th Street. Yeah.
Herald Square does a copy. Your next call back would be 14th Street, Union Square. Times Square does a copy. Punch for local line. Your next call back would be 14th Street, Union Square.
30 Canal. On the line. Yes. For next.
Street 775 on track A3 does a copy. Your next call back would be Times Square. Next stop.
This is Canal Street. Transfer is available to the 6, J, N, and Q trains.
Canal.
This
Canal Upper does a copy. Your next call back would be Whitehall Street.
train. The next
36
stop
Quincy,
is City
14.
Hall.
14 does a copy. Your next call back would be Canal Street, lower level.
Doors, please.
This is City Hall.
Times Square does a copy. And your next call back would be 14th Street, Union Square.
This is a Brooklyn-bound R local train. The next stop is Cortlandt Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Cortlandt Street.
Transfer is available to the 2, 3, A, C, and E trains. Connection is available to half.
This is a Brooklyn-bound R local train. The next stop is Rector Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
And now for the 36 Quincy.
Canal as a copy. You can proceed to Brooklyn Tower for instructions. Thank you. Have the rest of your trip.
This is Rector Street.
th Street has a copy, and that's going to be Prince Street.
This is a Brooklyn-bound R local train. The next stop is Whitehall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Whitehall Street. Transfer is available to the 1 train.
Transfer is available to the M15 Select Bus Service.
Connection is available to the Staten Island Ferry.
Whitehall.
Whitehall has a copy. You may be seeing Old Brooklyn Tower for instruction. Thank you guys. Have a rest of your trip. Don't die.
Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Whitehall.
2022 Quincy, 9th Avenue.
22 Quincy at 9th Avenue. That's a copy. Next callback, 62nd Street.
60 seconds.
2010 Romeo at Whitehall Street. It's a copy. Next callback, Court Street.
Copy.
2030 Quincy, you are clear out of decall of X144. Next callback, Pacific Street.
Yep, Pacific.
36 Quincy, peak of the bridge.
36 Quincy at the peak of the bridge. It's a copy. You're clear to decalb interlocking X144.
Second Street, oh wait, Nancy.
Oh wait, Nancy at 62nd Street. It's a copy. Next callback, Bay Parkway.
Hey, Broadway.
This is Court Street. Transfer is available to the 2, 3, 4, and 5 trains.
Thirty-six Quincy, X114, decal.
36 Quincy at decalb X144. That's a copy. Hey, proceed. Hold inside of decalb Avenue until further notice.
10 Romeo, Court.
10 Romeo at Court Street. It's a copy. Your next callback is decalb Avenue.
R local train.
Copy.
The next stop is
J Street Metro Tech.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is J Street Metro Tech. Transfer is available to the A, C, and F trains.
This is a Bay Ridge 95th Street bound R local train. The next stop is DeKalb Avenue.
Uh, 16 Nancy's calling back at 36th Street, Puncher 4, West End.
30 Quincy, Pacific Street.
2016 Nancy at 36th Street. It's a copy. Your next callback will be 9th Avenue.
62nd Street,
Copy, man.
2022 Quincy.
22 Quincy at 62nd Street. It's a copy. Next callback, Bay Parkway.
Copy, Bay Parkway.
30 Quincy at Pacific Street. It's a copy. Next callback, 36th Street.
36.
DeKalb Avenue. Transfer is available to the B and Q trains.
36 Quincy, holding decal.
36 Quincy, you are clear to Pacific Street.
Romeo, Deco.
10 Romeo, DeKalb Avenue. That's a copy. Your next callback will be Pacific Street on the local track.
Local train. The next stop is
Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center.
Transfer is available to the 2, 3, 4, 5, B, D, N, and Q trains. Connection is available to the Long Island Railroad.
$36 2000 Romeo.
200 Romeo at 36th Street. It's a copy. Please hold for a connection with the arriving Quincy.
Copy.
Atlantic Barclays for
2010
36
Atlantic.
Quincy.
2036 and 2010 Romeo at Pacific Street as a copy. Connection established between both trains. Both trains closed down and ready. 36 Quincy, your next callback will be 36th Street.
Please.
Oh boy.
2010 Romeo, your next callback will be 9th Street.
Bay Park reporting 08.
08 Nancy at Bay Parkway. That's a copy. Next callback, Bay 50th Street.
50.
16 Nancy's calling back at 9th Avenue.
16 Nancy at 9th Avenue. That's a copy. Your next callback will be 62nd Street.
Copy me, Egypt.
2024 Nancy at Whitehall Street. That's a copy. Your next callback will be Court Street.
This is Union Street. This is a Bay Ridge 95th Street bound R local train. The next
30 Quincy, 36th Street.
4th Avenue.
30 Quincy at 36th Street. It's a copy. Connection established with the 2000 Romeo across the platform. Both trains closed down when ready. The 2030 Quincy. Punch for West End lineup and call me back at 9th Avenue.
Yeah, West End, 9th Avenue.
2000 Romeo, continue on 4th Avenue local lineup and call me back at 59th Street.
5-9. Back it up.
This is 4th Avenue, 9th Street. Transfer is available to the F and G trains.
Twenty
2010 Romeo at 9th Street. It's a copy. You clear to 36th Street.
Bound R local train. The next stop is Prospect Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
2010 Romeo, call me back at 36th Street.
Bay Parkway, 2022 Quincy.
22 Quincy at Bay Parkway. It's a copy. Call me back at Bay 50th Street.
Bay 50.
Bay 50 for the 08 Nancy.
Oh wait, Nancy at Bay 50th Street. It's a copy. Call me back at your next and last stop, Stillwell Avenue.
Hello.
24 Nancy at Court Street. That's a copy. Your next callback will be DeKalb Avenue.
This is Prospect Avenue.
$36 for the 36 Quincy.
36 Quincy at 36th Street. That's a copy. Please hold for a connection with the 2010 Romeo.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Thirty Quincy, 9th Avenue, West End.
23 Quincy at 9th Avenue. It's a copy. Next call back, 62nd Street.
52nd.
This is 25th Street.
.21 Romeo at Whitehall Street. It's a copy. Your next callback be Court Street.
R local train. The next stop is
36.
2000 Romeo, 59. Bay
Stand
Ridge.
clear of the closing doors.
200 Romeo at
please.
59th Street. It's a copy. Next callback is your last stop. Bayers 95th Street.
16 Nancy's calling back at New Trip 62nd.
16 Nancy 62nd Street. It's a copy. Next callback Bay Parkway.
Copy Bay Parkway.
.24 Nancy at DeKalb Avenue. It's a copy. You are clear to proceed on 4th Avenue Express line up to Pacific Street.
Bay 50th, 2022 Quincy.
22 Quincy at Bay 50th Street. It's a copy. Please proceed to your next and last stop, Stillwell Avenue.
Still up.
This is 36th Street. Transfer is available to the D and M train.
Full Avenue, pretty 08 Nancy.
Oh wait, Nancy, Coney Island. That's a copy. Discharge passengers, terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
Happy you too.
Romeo 36.
2010 Romeo at 36th Street. It's a copy. Connection established with 36 Quincy across the platform. Both trains close down and proceed. 2010 Romeo, you are clear on 4th Avenue local lineup. Next call back, 59th Street.
Copy.
36 Quincy, you are clear out on West End lineup. Next call back, 9th Avenue.
This is 45th Street. This is a Bay Ridge 95th Street bound R local train. The next stop is 53rd Street.
Stand clear.
21 Romeo
of the
at
doors,
Court
please.
Street. That's a copy. Your next callback will be Pacific Street. Actually, disregard that. Your next callback will be DeKalb Avenue. .24 Nancy at Pacific Street. That's a copy. You proceed on 4th Avenue Express line up. Next callback, 36th Street.
This is 53rd Street.
21 Romeo, yes, you're clear to Atlantic or Pacific Street.
Tony Allen, 2022 Quincy.
22 Quincy at Stillwell Avenue. That's a copy. Discharge passengers to Mitchie Train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
This is a Bay Ridge 95th Street bound R local train. The next stop is 59th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Ninth Avenue, 36.
36 Quincy at 9th Avenue. It's a copy. Next call back 62nd Street.
Wait, 30, 62nd.
30 Quincy at 62nd Street. It's a copy. Next call back Bay Parkway.
Bay Parkway.
This is 59th Street. Transfers available to the N trains.
Twenty-ten 5.
2010 Romeo at 59th Street. It's a copy.
Streetbound R.
May continue on 4th Avenue lineup and call me back at your last stop, Bay Ridge 95th Street.
Copy.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Bay Ridge
16 inches
Avenue.
calling back at Bay Parkway.
16 Nancy at Bay Parkway. It's a copy. Next call back Bay 50th Street.
Copy Bay 50th.
This is a Bay Ridge 95th Street bound R local train. The next stop is 77th Street.
Stand
Last
clear
stop,
of
Bay
the
Ridge
closing
95th.
doors, please.
1000 Romeo.
200 Romeo, Bay Ridge 95th Street. It's a copy. Discharge passengers, terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
You too.
Twenty-one Romeo at Pacific Street. It's a copy. Next call back 36th Street.
This is 77th Street. This is a Bay Ridge 95th Street bound R local train. The next stop is 86th
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Twenty-four Nancy, 36th Street. It's a copy. May proceed on West End lineup. Next call back 9th Avenue.
Quincy going back to 62nd.
36 Quincy at 62nd Street. It's a copy. Next call back Bay Parkway.
This is 86th Street. Transfers available to the S79 Select Bus Service.
Bay 50 for the 16 Nancy.
16 Nancy at Bay 50th Street. It's a copy. Next call back will be your next and last stop, Stillwell Avenue.
Stop is Stillwell, closing down.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is
30 Quincy Bay Parkway.
30 Quincy Bay Parkway. It's a copy. Next call back Bay 50th.
Bay 50.
It's 2016 Nancy, officially terminated at Stillwell Avenue.
16 Nancy at Stillwell Avenue. It's a copy. Discharge passengers. Terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
You too.
24 Nancy at 9th Avenue. It's a copy. Next call back 62nd Street.
2010 95th.
This is
2010 Romeo at Bay Ridge 95th Street. It's a copy. Discharge passengers. Terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
for riding with MTA New York City Transit.